Okay, I'm willing to admit it, it's fun, and that's kind of the point here at a Challenger Learning Center. This is the ISO station here, and this is where kids who have spent a little bit of time learning about what goes on in space and space exploration actually come and experience what it's like to be a scientist or an engineer, someone involved in those exciting explorations of space and the understanding of the final frontier. They have flip charts here. They go through very complicated procedures, a lot of teamwork involved, and a lot of math and science. And the funny thing is, the kids who come here would tell you they're not learning, they're having fun. But the truth is, they're learning an awful lot. And that's the key. That's the key. That's an important point that I think we all need to understand as we look at where our country is headed and where our young people are headed as it relates to math and science. It's complicated, it's difficult, and frankly, most of the time it isn't taught very well. It's taught in a way that turns kids off, particularly girls. And when you come to a place like this and you experience it in a hands-on way, suddenly it clicks for so many of these kids. You can just see it in their eyes. Now, there have been millions of kids who have come through this place, places like this. These are your future employees. And this is a great way of helping fight that battle, of keeping this country competitive, of keeping our kids proficient in math and science, and doing it in a way that doesn't turn them away from it at an early age. These are the key years. This is when they get turned off for whatever reason. It's not cool, it's not taught well. Challenger Learning Centers is ideally suited to step into that critical time and get to kids who might have a natural inclination, but for whatever reason is not being brought out, not being brought to fruition.
I definitely look forward to bringing future classes here. Just seeing the looks on the faces of the kids who have been here for the first time, I'd love to see those faces again. When they first walked into the door, it's like they were walking into a new world, basically, and it's almost is the new world for them as far as being in outer space and being able to control a spaceship, and it's been an awesome experience.
This was a fantastic experience. I know I will always remember it.
There are lots of fun things to do, and you're learning at the same time while you're having fun.
It really makes it come alive for the kids. It's one thing to work through a textbook and hands-on activities in the classroom, but when they can firsthand experience the items here at Challenger, it really makes it much more real to the kids.
Once they got in there, it was all concentration, and I thought it was very enlightening to see all the kids thinking, and they didn't even want to be bothered. I was going to take pictures of them, and they didn't even want to look at me to take their picture because they were concentrating on what they were doing.
I'd like to be the navigator because if it's not for you, the whole spaceship would go out of control and they'd never be able to find their way anywhere.
What's funny is the kids are actually learning about averages in their math class right now, and I had a student come up to me and saying, I just learned this the other day in math. They were doing averages when they were in the isolation group, and they were just, I didn't know it was like this for science. It was in math, and they were just stunned of how they can just apply something in school to a science.
It's really impossible to know how many of them will go on to careers as a result of the time they spent here. But there's no doubt in my mind that there are many kids who will one day, as perhaps they're planning footprints on Mars, will radio back to Mission Control in Houston and say, thank you, Challenger Learning Centers, because you changed my life.